guess I'm just not interesting. I have no personality. I met a guy with cancer, and he felt sorry for me. I've never been a social guy. I'm always making children cry. I guess that's just the way it's meant to be. Help me make it out of bed, 'cause I am scared and sad. Help me make it through the day, 'cause there's nothing out there for me anymore. 'Cause I'm always coming in last place and getting dirt kicked in my face, and everyone pushes ahead of me and no one stops to care. And I curse the gods each day in vain for giving me this life of pain, when all I really need's a little hug. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I am tired and alone. Help me make it through the night, 'cause I don't like myself. She was my true love, now she's dead and gone. She made me feel whole, and when I felt she'd hold my hand when nobody ever would, she understood. She came with me everywhere I'd go. I miss her so. She was my only true love. She was all I would ever need, but now she's dead and buried under the willow tree. God help me, God help me, please don't hurt me, don't desert me, God save me, don't forsake me. Oh, God save me from the life you gave me. Please, God, heal me from the hands you deal me. God, mend me from the pain you send me. Oh, God help me, God help me, please redeem me, don't grieve me, please God spare me all the things misery, all his suffering, all his sorrow, all his paperwork, deadlines, bills, congestion, heartache, customer service. God help me. God help me. Please don't hurt.
Testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, check. Check. Test. Help. Help. Test. Help. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Checking the mic. 1, 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Henry's Kitchen. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Seem to be having some difficulties here with my situation. I'm going to see if I can fix it. The page that gives me the alerts seems to be down. Stream elements, I don't know why. Maybe it's a hacker. Maybe it's some competing chef out there, like one of these Gordon Ramsay or somebody like that, who's not happy with how much success we have here at Henry's Kitchen, and they decided to sabotage us. It's too bad that there's not honor among chefs. Parasitosis says, did you win the lotto and upgrade your kitchen? It looks amazing. Thank you very much, Parasitosis. No. In fact, I'm going to tell you that this is an image that was sent to us on the Discord under green screen backgrounds. This is a green screen background sent to us by Phaedrus. And there was another one sent to us by Phaedrus. Let me find it here. Very nice. This looks very beautiful, but it's, alas, not my kitchen. It's Kate X says, are you able to open Stream Manager? Yes, thank goodness the Twitch page does seem to be working. But there is still something weird about it. It's not showing me, like I'm having browser issues, I think. It's not showing me all the stuff that I usually see on here. It's like something's just kind of different in the display. Like I can't see, for example, how many subs we have. I can see the first 2 digits, but I'm not quite sure how to deal with this, but I'm going to try. But I can go to the activity feed and see some of these things. I want to filter out some stuff too. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Okay, so Gumme Kande resubscribed for 18 months. Thank you very much. And says it's been a very fun and informative 22 months. Thank you, Henry, and the users. Thank you. And thanks, Link's Deity, for giving out one community sub gift this minute. It's going to be a little different wording than usual. Hank Boozle says, I'm fine, I promise. That's amazing. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you're fine. Let me see here. Okay. Dendra Leon gave out one community sub. Thank you very much, Dendra Leon. Mochi's Nirvana gave out 5 community subs. Thank you so much. And Twitch gave out 2 community subs. Thanks, Twitch. Beelsby gave out 5 community subs. Schnell says, since I was gifted a sub, I might as well give some bits. Thank you very much, Schmel. Saguaro Ooh resubscribed for 15 months. That's amazing. And Saguaro Ooh, I'm told, is having a birthday today. So that means we're going to do the birthday song in just a little bit. But I'm just going to try to stumble through some of these alerts. It's a different interface. I'm going to try to open a new browser window and see if that does anything. But something tells me it won't. Sorry, everybody. Sometimes this kind of stuff goes wrong. Okay. This is working. Opening a new window. Changed everything. Who knew? Okay. All right. We're back in business. We have our old alerts thing. Caitlin's Kitchen, who I got to meet when I was in Naperville last weekend. Thank you so much, Caitlin's Kitchen, for showing up and for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs, as well as Midnight Faded gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thanks, Midnight Faded. And we're going to do one of your song requests today. And Mack at Work has resubscribed for 18 months and says, hey, Henry, thank you, Mack at Work. Norel Borel, who I also met, gifted a Tier 1 sub to Poop2636. Jose Frickin' Perez, thank you very much for resubscribing. Link's Deity, Dendra Leon, Mochi's Nirvana, Beelzeby, Schnell. Okay, so now we're almost caught up here. I'm gonna have to streamline it. We have a lot of cooking to do. As you can see today, we're gonna be making a huge fucking mess. And I'm not looking forward to cleaning up the kitchen, but this is one of those things that we have to do here at Henry's Kitchen. I realized a long time ago that apparently my gift is not doing all kinds of things that people do when you see them on Instagram making millions of followers and dollars and all that stuff. But the one thing that I am gifted at is cooking, and cooking explaining in particular. For example, Carl Sagan, I think, was famously the first science explainer. And that means that I don't think he did science, but his calling was to explain it to other people. And that's sort of what I am with cooking. I'm the Carl Sagan, if you will, of cooking. So I'm just going to, but we're going to get to that. Borsenvin, thank you so much for your Tier 3 subscription. And simply says, bam! And Borsenvin gifted 20 Tier 1 subs. This is amazing. So if I go now to our amount of subscribers, I'm going to check it out right now. It says here, it's still that weird thing where I can't see it. 562 subscribers. That's amazing. Thank you so much. But we got all kinds of other shit to read here. For some reason, Twitch keeps gifting a bunch of subs after everybody else does, which is great. Thanks. Thanks, Twitch. This is amazing. Maybe somebody can explain to me why that's happening. Game Master Flash Gifted 10 Tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thanks, Game Master Flash. Great talking music with you in Naperville. I feel like I know everybody now, except Calicus, because Calicus lives in Finland, and I haven't made it there yet. Because my fear is if I did book a show in Finland, it would just be me and Calicus, which would be fine, but it wouldn't really be cost efficient in terms of air travel and all that. Calicus, thanks for your resubscription. I guess that's just the way it's meant to be. And I guess that it's probably going to start being dark over where you are. So send us some cool pics. Because we're not really sure quite how that works. It's Kate X, one of our OG mods and general VIP users, has gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Thank you so much, It's Kate X. Also, It's Kate X, I want to try to figure out how to show your video, but I think it's a YouTube link, which involves a little bit of complication. Maybe I'll try to send it later, but if you look under fan art, It's Kate X sent an amazing YouTube video, and we want to watch that. Midnight Faded again, thanks. JB's Tech resubscribed and says, why is MacDonald's pronounced that way, but Mack isn't? Mack. I don't know. Is Mack a name? M-A-C-H-I-N-E. M-A-C-H-I... Well, that would be machine. But why isn't McDonald's spelled McDonald's? I don't know. I'm getting very confused here, but we got a lot of work to do. Thanks, JB's Tech, for the Tier 3 subscription. Saguaro Ooh, and that brings us to Schnell, Jose frickin' Perez, Twitch, 54X F6D gifted 5 Tier 1 subs, and JSBX fan resubscribed at Tier 3. Thank you so much, 54X F6D and JSBX fan. And I think that keeps us up. Jose frickin' Perez gifted it to Crazy Kid Streams. Thank you, everybody. All right, well, let's see where we're at now. 563 subscribers. That's very respectable. Our followers, though, is going down. We've never been able to hit 45,000. And so do people follow and then they check in and they go, why am I following this shit? And then they get rid of it? Or is it, once again, another cooking explainer like Gordon Ramsay trying to sabotage us? I don't know. But let's grab the guitar here. Thanks again, Phaedrus, for your awesome pictures, and I'm sorry I'm just a little bit out of sorts. I'm hoping to get more sorts, but I'm currently out. Okay, well, this is a nice one. This one was sent to us by Dendra Leon. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is Parasitosis. Thanks, Parasitosis, for sending us this cool pic. Maybe this is going to be a nice background for our song that we're going to be dedicating to Saguaro Ooh, because Saguaro Ooh is having a birthday. This is a nice pic. It looks like it could be the American Southwest. I'm not sure, but that would be appropriate for Saguaro Ooh. So, this is a little song that we like to sing by Jose Suicidio, and it goes out to Saguaro Ooh. We got to put the reverb on. Check. Test. 1, 2, 2. Okay. It's nobody's birthday. No need for candles on the cake. It's nobody's birthday. It was just some big mistake. It's nobody's birthday. No fucking presents for you. 'Cause it's nobody's birthday but Saguaro Ooh. Happy birthday, Saguaro Ooh. And I hope you're having a good one. I hope everybody's having a good birthday today. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, Saguaro Ooh gave us this picture here from the National Gallery, and apparently it's a picture of, you guessed it, river bison. Where have we heard that term before? River bison. Or in other words, reverb is on. Maybe we can use this as a background for one of our other songs here. Midnight Faded, we hung out in Naperville, and all of the users that showed up, at least 20 of them, and I got to meet so many of you, and it was fantastic. And we did karaoke afterward, and B.B. King's daughter came down and sang some amazing songs and had some great background dancing going on, and it was just an incredible night. And Midnight Faded and Game Master Flash and JB's Tech and a few others posted their karaoke set list for the night onto our Discord in the request area, and I'm going to go ahead and relive some of that. So Midnight Faded did Country Roads, and I'm going to go ahead and because that's such a beautiful song, I'm going to go ahead and do a version of it here. So we've got the reverb is on, we've got the background river bison, and let's go ahead and do this little tune by the late great John Denver. Very tragically died in Denver, I think, on a jet plane. And one of his biggest songs was Leaving on a Jet Plane. So there was a lot of irony, a lot of coincidence, but nothing that's relevant to singing this song, and probably an inappropriate intro. I think I could probably safely assume that all the artists that I sing their songs are all dead. Okay, here we go. But I don't want that to affect the inspiring messages of the songs, because this song is particularly beautiful. All right, so how are we going to do this? I got to find it. I thought I had it pulled up. Okay, here we go. Almost heaven, West Virginia. I already disagree with the song right there, though. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. I want to meet this Mountain Mama he keeps talking about, who takes him to West Virginia. I hear the voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads
take me home.
Country roads. One more time, I want all of you to sing along with me. Here we go. Country roads, take me home to the place. You too, roast beef. I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads. Thank you, Midnight Faded, for not only singing that song last Saturday night and bringing a teardrop to all of our eyes, but also a blush to all of our virgin cheeks. Saguaro Ooh, happy birthday. Scuba Steve 361, that John Denver is full of shit, man. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're really into West Virginia, I've only driven through and it was nice. But I don't know if it's as awesome as what he's talking about. There was a Texas Roadhouse that I stopped in to eat at that was quite good. Pyro Gacky Coaster. Pyro Gacky Coaster says, hey Henry, been going through some of your older content. Proud to say I can finally make a good batch of French toast. Yeah. Boy, life goes on and we get older and wiser, but yeah, when I look at that French toast video, I look like I'm 28 years old and I was actually 40. Now I look like I'm 57 and I'm 54. So I'm just sort of constantly racing with the inexorable advancement of time. We have a fly in here, which sucks. I hate flies so much. And I'm trying to do, I don't know if you can see Roast Beef here. He's been bugging him. Hey, Roast Beef, you want to join us? Come on and help us make a little food here today. It's Sunday. It's time to get up. You're just sleeping the day away. Okay. But anyway, let's switch pictures. Thanks again, Saguaro Ooh, for that picture and happy birthday. Ooh, Pug Lady gave us this one called Chi-Town. Is this in Chicago? Because we went to Chicago on our trip last weekend, but I don't remember seeing this. This looks like some kind of a canal or something. Did I miss that? That's pretty awesome, though. Everyone type force and says, did you know a fly that hangs around garbage cans is called a litter bug? I never knew where that expression came from, but that makes sense. Parasitosis says this is Osaka, Japan. Okay, well, I'm confused, but Pug Lady, thanks. This is a beautiful picture nonetheless, and we're gonna take a picture. We're gonna do a song to it. So let's see here. First, I want to check in on our alerts, which I have to do on a different page because nothing's easy here at Henry's Kitchen. Midnight Faded, thanks for cheering. 300 bits. 300 beats would be too many beats. Munch Hotel cheered 200 bits. Says bits per the beef sighting. Yeah, thanks, Munch Hotel. And this is great. Let's see what else we got here. We have a song request here. Well, this is a song that was done by Game Master Flash last Saturday, along with many other awesome ones. And I'm going to try to do this one without looking at the chords because I think it's just a couple of chords. And I'm going to... Pug Lady, thanks. I'm going to go to a different picture, but I'm going to come back to this one for another song, which is more appropriate. Let's go ahead. Dazzle Cat apparently is on a trip and is in Istanbul doing a little sightseeing, and that's a beautiful picture, and also sent this other picture from Istanbul. Apparently cats roam freely in Istanbul, and you can see there's a cat right there, and it's good for business to have a cat in front, and then people go, oh look, there's a cat. Oh, there's also a cafe. Let's go in there. So it would be a real trip to see Roast Beef in that position because roast beef, of course, is not bringing in any customers to Henry's Kitchen, unfortunately, but he looks like he's sleeping peacefully. Game Master Flash says, we can fangirl out over each other. You were belting it out. Yeah, I was belting out some tunes too, and I might try to do that as well. But let's go ahead and do this song that was masterfully sung by Game Master Flash. And I'm going to try to do it in a suicidal manner. This is a song by the late and the great Kenny Rodgers. Kenny Rodgers was just incredible. If you get his greatest hits album that came out in 1980, you'll get The Coward of the County and You Picked a Fine Time to Leave Me, Lucille, and She Believes in Me, and there were Lady was an amazing hit, but written by Lionel Richie. A lot of great stuff. I guess what I'm saying is there's a lot of great music that's been made over many years. And that's a very general statement, but it's true. And this song is no exception. So I don't know if Istanbul is the best background for Kenny Rodgers, since he was more country Americana. So maybe we'll switch it up to Link's Deity says this is a rock shop in Michigan, but it looks like it's not rock and roll, it's actual rocks. Is that right? I don't know, my eyes aren't very good, but this is going to be just as good a pick as any to have as a background for our song. Well, no, I don't think I'm going to use it, but thank you so much, Link's Deity, for this cool picture of a rock shop in Michigan. JB's text says they're minerals. Jesus, Marie? Okay. Oh, Galesburg, Link's Deity. Okay, thanks. Minerals and rocks. Okay, because I thought it would be like Detroit, Rock City, or some kind of Bob Seger reference. But it's very interesting, and let's go ahead and try. I'm going to try to find a cool pick from the back, from the first line of this song is a warm summer's evening, so I should be able to find something that looks like a warm summer's evening. Okay, Michelle C. sent us this one a while back. This looks like it could be a warm summer's evening. Oh, but this is the one that's got a bat in the background. That's okay. We can work with that. Okay, let's leave it on this. So here we go. Song by the late great Kenny Rodgers. Jenny Rodgers was a different person. And then this is a song called The Gambler. KC 2.0. Sometimes there just aren't enough rocks. Forrest Gump quote. Thanks, KC 2.0. And good to see you. Dig K says bats are great. Yeah, it's not really this, like Parasitosis said, this is more of an Ozzy background, but you know, it's the best we can do. It's not Kenny Rodgers and Ozzy are very different types of artists, but we're gonna go with the warm summer's evening for this background here. Let's do it. On a warm summer's evening, train bound for nowhere, met up with the gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we both took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me if I had a light. Okay, I know I've said this before, but if you're ever on a train and someone drinks your last swallow of whatever's in your bottle and then bums a cigarette and then doesn't have their own lighter, don't then take financial advice from that person. But that's the way the song goes, so I don't want to ruin it here. But and then the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Little key change here. Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away and knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back to the window, crushed out his cigarette, my cigarette actually, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words I found, it's given me memories of roast beef, an ace that I could keep. Key change. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. All right, everybody sing along. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em. I can't hear you. Walk away and know when. Louder. You wanna count your money, everybody. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Thanks, Game Master Flash, for that trip down memory lane, and thanks for singing it the other night in Naperville and reminding us what a great time that was. Thitchin' Hat says, is the dealing done? I got some counting to do. Yeah, and that's not a real rule. You can always count your money while you're sitting at the table. They let you do that. There's a lot of nevers in this, but I think that's just poetic justice, really. Okay. Well, J4 Moore says, hi, Hen. Hi, JJ. JSBX fan says, what coffee are you having today? Oh, I'm having the Pete's. Right now I'm going through the Pete's that was gifted to me. There were several Pete's, but this is the one that was given to me by Dazzle Cat and Lurk Bowl. So I haven't gotten to the fancy ones yet, but we're going to get to them. Dage K says, speaking of Naperville, I was shy, but it was nice seeing folks there. Good vibes. Dage K, well, good to see you on here. And hopefully I met you there in Naperville. I met a lot of users, and we used. JV's text says, did I say hello? If I'm not, I'm sorry. I tried to say hello to everyone. Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys talk that out. I'm going to go ahead and try to do a song. One more song. This one's been on my mind a lot lately. And it's kind of an interesting song. It's let's change up the background here. Thanks again, Michelle C., for bailing us out of... Oh yeah, here. Pug Lady. Let's go back to Pug Lady's Chi-Town here. This is a song from the musical Three Penny Opera that apparently is a showstopper at the beginning of the second act, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it was written by Anthony Newley, recorded by Bobby Darin as a hit song in 1959, and Anthony Newley is the guy that David Bowie based a lot of his persona on. He also wrote Candyman and Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka. And everything I'm saying right now could be total bullshit. But Anthony Newley, once you realize that David Bowie was inspired by Anthony Newley, you'll never be able to hear Anthony Newley or David Bowie again in the same way. Similar to once you realize that Steve Perry was inspired by Sam Cooke. Okay, so this song here, I'm gonna try. There's only a few chords, but it's about murder. And who doesn't like a good murder song on a Sunday afternoon? Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear, and it shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mack, babe, and it keeps it out of sight. I think I went too high with this one. You know when the shark bites with his teeth, babe, scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves, oh, where's old Mack, babe? So there's never a trace of red. Now on the sidewalk, oh, sunny morning, oh, like a body just oozing life. Ooh, and someone sneaking around the corner. Could that someone be Mack the Knife? Oh boy, it's gonna get higher. There's a tugboat, oh, down by the river, don't you know, where cement bag is just a drooping with blood. Oh, that cement, it's just there for weight, babe. 5 will get you 10, old Mackie's back in town. I'm gonna have to go down an octave here. Now did you hear about Louis Miller? He disappeared, babe, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. And Mack Heath spends just like a sailor. Could it be our boys done something rash? Oh, Jenny Diver, oh yeah, Suki Tawdry, oh, Miss Little Latte Linya and Lucy Brown. Oh, the line forms on the right, babe, now that Mackie's back in town. Oh, something Dark Ages. I can't watch Dad's Birthday, but I made sure to vote yes, success, because I believe in Henry. Thanks, Dark Ages. Oh, the line forms on the right, babe, now that Mackie's back in town. Yeah, JSBX fan, that song is about bloody murder with a knife, guy killing people, taking their money, and then spending it. But I'm sure it's all a lot more wholesome than that when you see it in context by watching the play. I don't know, is there ever a production of Three Penny Opera? That would be interesting to see. Computer, volume 10. Because we're going to need computer in a little bit. Okay. Jay Gonzaba having this play at a child's birthday. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad. Thanks, Jay Gonzaba. Jay Gonzaba. And the one Orion says, have you killed people with a knife? That sounds like a trick question. Everyone Type Forsen says, statistically, someone in this chat is a serial killer. Can't argue with statistics. We have 212 viewers. Computer, how many people in 100 are serial killers?
I don't know that.
Yeah, no, I think we're going down a different direction than we want to be. Okay, I think it's time for us to get to work. We've been sort of pussy farting around a little bit here, and uh-oh. My cat roast beef, of course, is getting up to do some eating, so hold on a second here. Roast beef, unfortunately there's a box in the way for him to be able to get into his regular position, but he's trying. It's the box of aprons. He's been kind of messy with his food lately. He's just kind of generally kind of a mess. I guess that's the best way to describe it. But what do we got here? So we've got another alert here, and it says that Alexander Dean gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thank you so much, Alexander Dean. And thanks Van Honkerton for cheering 100 bits and says, Henry, did you know that 99% of gamblers quit just before they hit big? Sometimes I talk to people that aren't real. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I do say that, if you are out there gambling and you quit, make sure you do it while you're ahead. And Midnight Faded cheered 100 bits. Thank you so much. Beats for Coffee. I agree. And Twitch gifted 2 Tier 1 subs. This is great. So we're doing real well in terms of, we've got 571 subscribers, and that's the most that we've had in a little while. I think that the reason, and the views are going up, I think as a result of showing our cat roast beef drinking water, which always gets more views than when I teach how to cook. Boy, he's trying to get water from all different parts of that pan. It's kind of interesting. Or it's not a pan, whatever that thing is, a bowl. Parasitosis said, should have a beef always in the corner. Yeah, I think we could probably do that, actually. See if there's a way I can figure that out. We don't have Quanto, because Quanto's building a family, but who's normally our technical advisor, but how would I do that? Oh, he's gonna walk away before I get a chance to do that. Let's see. I think I add. Nah, I can't figure out how to do it, unfortunately. Sorry, everybody. But that would be a cool idea. But we're going to try to work on that in the next thing. But now, let's just take in a last... So what's happening now is that roast beef is trying to decide if he wants more food now that he's quenched his thirst. But it's not an easy decision to make because he knows he's not going to get more food until 7 p.m. Saguaro Ooh just gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thank you so much, Saguaro Ooh. Very amazing. And then Twitch just gifted a Tier 1 sub to Earndog 580. This is awesome stuff. All right, I think it looks like it's time. Coupine 2003 says, have you tried putting a GoPro on roast beef? No, I haven't, but I do have a GoPro. So maybe we're going to have to try that. I'm going to have to work with Quanto to try to figure out how to get... I would probably have to record the footage and then play it back. Henry Philippopoulos says, hi, Henry. Sorry it's been so long since I saw you live. Yeah, it's been a long time. Hard to manage when it's 3 a.m. my time. Ooh, interesting. I wonder where you are. Maybe Australia? Have listened to every stream on cassette, though, so I haven't missed anything. Yeah, don't forget that all the streams are pressed onto cassette tape form and mailed to every user who requests it. Thanks, Henry Philippopoulos. Good to see you again. JV's text says, be right back. I gotta go eat a sleeve of cookies before my non-fisting window ends. or fasting window. Tugs Nug says some GoPros can be used as live stream cameras. Yeah, mine's very old. I don't think it has a connection to the outside world. Okay, everybody. It's time. It's time to cook. Let's do it. Munch Hotel, you're absolutely right. The river bison. So let's turn the reverb off. And let's get to work. It's just slightly off here, which is unfortunate. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be making today. There was a period of time when my niece and nephew were very young, and I was watching them one day, and they said that they wanted to go to MacDonald's to get one of those great apple pie desserts. And I remember telling them, you know what? Fuck that. Let's just make them right here at home. And I think it's important for kids to learn early that there's nothing that you can get at a fast food place that you can't just make a home version of. Now, the fast food one's going to be tastier, and it's going to be quicker, and it'll probably be less expensive and certainly less time consuming in the long run. But when you make it yourself, you're showing that you care about cooking and the art form. And I think it's important to inculcate that message to kids at a young age. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be making today. The world famous MacDonald's apple pie. So this is from a recipe that I found that apparently tells you it gives you the exact recipe. So we're going to make it exactly the way that they make it at McDonald's. So let's take a look at all the shit that we're going to have for this. We've got an egg, a baby whisker, we've got a bowl, a couple of apples. Let's start with taking out our apples. Salt, cinnamon, fecula de maize, lemon juice in a jar, and butter, a little thing of water, and some brown sugar. So let's clear out our Henry's Kitchen cooking board so that it's only apples in front of you. Oh, jeez. Somebody's coming over to ruin everything. Hold on a second. Also, they do this to me every time. They put this stickers on there, which is basically glue. Like, so already you've got to rinse off your apples to get the glue off of there. Why would they think that that's a good idea? So I'm going to go rinse these off. Actually, you know what? This calls for 4 apples. But that's to make 8 pies, so that's way too many pies. So we're just going to use 1 apple and divide all of the ingredients by 4. Also, hold on. We've got roast beef has currently gone into his bathroom area, and he'll be coming out soon, and that's usually a fun moment because he does a little primal scream afterward to warn everybody that there's going to be a smell that's going to attract predators. I don't know what kind of predators are attracted to that smell. But that's going to be a fun little moment. So we're going to have that happen in a second here. Meantime, I want to thank Midnight Faded for cheering 200 bits and says, I'm cooking with you today, Henry. Very excited to make pineapple upside down cake, though I'm not doing it in the physical realm. Astral projecting is quite difficult. Sometimes I smell burnt toast. Okay, well, I'm glad you're with us. I'm glad you're cooking along with us, and I'm not sure how to explain. Oh, here we go. This is probably about as exciting as anything is going to get today. Roast beef is just getting ready to come out of his little bathroom there. What's he doing? Doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, come on, buddy. We don't have all day. Parasitosis says, this feels wrong to watch. No, I mean, yeah, currently, for modesty reasons, we have a door covering the essential part where he's using the restroom. Maybe he's just going to stay in there all day. I don't know. Damn. Okay, I'm going to rinse off these apples, or this one apple. Remember, we're just going to use one apple. And, okay, I'm going to take it off of that. Oh, here he comes. Okay. Boy, his primal scream has gotten a little bit weak. But he's not in pain in this particular moment, even though it feels like he is, but he's been doing this since he was a young kitty. It's some kind of weird thing. Either that or he might have hemorrhoids. Hey, are you okay, buddy? All right. Oh, boy. I've been to the vet and I've asked about him, and they said that, one of the reasons that he meows so loudly, which sounds pretty horrid, is that he can't hear very well. And so he just thinks he's going meow, meow, but instead it's like meow. Okay, but he's doing all right now. He's in bed. Okay, everybody. Well, let's see how much. Computer, how much time is left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Uh-oh. Okay, computer, can you set timer for 6 minutes? Computer, set timer for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Let's get back into this here, and let's see if I missed any... Okay. All right. So... MacDonald's, in terms of our apples, which of course we're going to need, we need them peeled, cored, and diced small. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start by peeling. I'm going to use... No, I'm not going to use that knife. That's ridiculous. It's way too sharp. Here, I've got an apple peeler here, so we're going to use this thing. Not very effective. Ow, okay, now I see the way it works. Did I cut myself there? I hope not. Oh, jeez. I think this thing is foolproof. Meaning it's ergonomically designed so that you can't accidentally cut yourself with it. It's good to have your entire kitchen stuffed with foolproof type stuff in case you are a fool. All right, here we go. So we're just about all the way around. I'm sure this is probably very entertaining content for the people out there. There is a reason that this Twitch stuff isn't necessarily as highly rated as the stuff they have on Netflix, like the Marvel TV series, for example. And I think it's because it's not edited, it's live, so you have to watch, you know, things like apples being peeled and paint drying and all that. Okay, so now so we've peeled them. Now we need to core them. So I'm going to grab a paring knife. The paring knife is your friend. It's not very sharp. And by coring, it means that we're going to cut around the core. Like so. Okay. And this you can just simply throw away, or if you want to feed your plants with it, you could do that. But there's really not a lot of food waste going on with getting rid of the core. I'm not wasting food nearly as much as whoever these assholes are that put stickers on your food. Now we need to dice these apples in a small fashion. So let's dice. This fly is really pissing me off. I don't know if you can see him, but every now and then he gets right in my shit. And he's too smart to fall for the old turn off all the lights and just let the fly go toward the light, meaning opening the back door. I just want him to just, you know, go gently toward that light, but instead he's sort of raging against the dying of the night. And I'm really glad this is a paring knife because I almost cut myself. But it's impossible to cut yourself too badly with this type of knife. Okay, computer, how much time is left? Computer, how much time is left?
You have 1 minute and 40 seconds left on your 6-minute timer.
Okay, so at that point, we're going to show a little 3-minute ad. This is going to give a chance for everybody to get up, relieve themselves if necessary, maybe just have a snack or take in an episode of Law and Order, provided that it's only 3 minutes long. And then we're going to get back to work. So this is starting to look a little bit like the inside of a apple pie from MacDonald's. So we're already kind of doing it. I think we can probably take this and throw it away. Van Honkerton says, is paring knife different from appling knife? No, I don't think it's that kind of pair. I think it means paring it down. Mr. Pickles says painting is wrong way up. Oh yeah, sorry about that. We've got a lot of chat going on here, but yeah, sorry about that. This is upside down. Or wrong way up is another way to say it. I had a weird thing recently when I was at the airport and I was coming back from Naperville. I was in a hurry, so I had to go down the escalator, and most people just stand there, and I had to kind of go around. There was an old guy there, and I guess he got upset, and he said, hey, you don't have to walk down this thing. Why do you think they call it moving stairs? Computer, stop. Computer, stop. So what I thought was interesting about that was that I've never heard anybody call it moving stairs in my life. It's called an escalator. Parasitosis, you're absolutely right. Fuck that guy and fuck this fly. But moving stairs, upside down, wrong side up, I'm sure if he saw an elevator, he'd probably call that up and down moving box. Everyone type force. What does he call them when they're broken down? I guess he would just call them stairs at that point. Container 520, isn't a paring knife only good for cutting pears? And that brings us full circle. Okay. Nice Smile 3125 says, did you de-escalate that situation? Very well done, sir. Or madam. Nice Smile 3125. I did not de-escalate it. In fact, I escalated it and asked the old man if he wanted to fight. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, well, it's time to show our 3-minute ad, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And if you're a subscriber, let's still hang out. But if you're an unsub, we're not going to talk about anything interesting, so don't worry about that. Here we go. Parasitosis says, please be careful. McDonald's is very litigious. My uncle is still in jail for trying to make a Big Mac at home. Ooh. Are they sort of like the Disney of fast food? Because I know Disney has done stuff like that. Munch Hotel, what is this? Mad Men with all the ads? Yeah, you can't escape ads. Everything that interesting that's ever happened on a screen has been because of an ad. Van Honkerton says, hi, Henry. I never knew that you wrestled against Andre the Giant. Can you elaborate on the moves? No, don't. People are going to think that there's something interesting being said right now, but we don't want the unsubs to think that they're missing out. JB's text says, I own McDonald's stock, so I'm on board with anything that increases my dividends. Okay. If you buy enough of McDonald's stock, you might be able to sell it at an inopportune time and maybe be able to sabotage their whole operation or start a hostile takeover. You'd need a lot of money, though. Everyone type Forces says, whoa, Henry once bought Winona Ryder a hot dog in New York? What the frick? No, I never did any of that. Container 520, Henry, please save those knee slappers for the unsubs. Oh, I didn't realize I was doing very entertaining stuff right now. Jose frickin' Perez, I punched Ronald McDonald in the mouth one time. Well, he probably had it coming. Hacklin says, you look cute today, but don't tell the unsubs. Oh, well, the unsubs are going to see, but thank you. Stun Brule says, my uncle liked to eat fish fillet sandwiches, and now he's in jail for writing bad checks. But are those two things related? Walt says, you must be making some good shit. I just got an ad for McDonald's. Wow, that's interesting. The algorithm is onto us. Kurt Cocaine says, I had no idea you were the stunt double for Captain America. No. All right. Is everybody back? Let's see what's happening here. We've got still another 30 seconds here. Midnight Faded, can we buy stock in Henry's Kitchen? No, I don't think we're going to go public here anytime soon. I'm not sure what involves. You know, maybe we could look at that. Can I ask the mods, who might be on a bathroom break right now, can I ask the mods if you can investigate maybe the possibility of what it takes for Henry's Kitchen to go public and make an initial public offering or an IPO? Nella Wallen says, I got an ad for Henry's Kitchen. That's amazing. I didn't even know we had ads. Okay. We got to get to work here, guys. We've merely prepped our apples, so we're way behind. Okay. All right. It's time. Okay. Let's get to work. See if there's any alerts. Okay, no, we're good. Where are we? Oh, yeah, we got to go to the McDonald's. Okay, so number one, preheat the oven to 400 degrees. That's a little unfortunate because it's still warm here where I am. There's the fly. In a shallow saucepan. Okay, so we're getting right into it now. We're going to put these apples aside. And we're going to put our infrared stove here. And let's turn that on. And it says, in a shallow saucepan over medium heat, combine butter, apples, brown sugar, cinnamon, salt, and lemon juice. Now, lemon juice is the one that sounds counterintuitive, but I think that might be what the secret ingredient is for McDonald's. So let's go ahead. Thanks, Midnight Faded. It looks like Midnight Faded just cheered 92 bits and says, buying stock in Henry's Kitchen. Very cool. Okay. In a shallow saucepan over medium heat. I think this is the first couple of lines of the song Jukebox Hero by Foreigner. Combine butter and apples, brown sugar. Okay, so how much butter? Okay, we're dividing everything by 4. So of butter we need, it said 1/4 cup. Computer, how many tablespoons is 1/4 cup?
1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons.
Okay, so we just want 1 tablespoon. This stuff is looking real nasty here. I don't know how it got that weird shape. But let's go with 1 tablespoon. Let that melt around a little bit. And we're also going to add in there our apple. So let's put the butter away. I don't think we're going to need more butter. Don't want to use a knife on that nice thing. Let's see if we can find a spatula. Oh! It's a little early, but we've got our Which Please spatula. So maybe we'll use that one. Trying to focus there. It's not really melting. How is the butter not melting? We also need brown sugar. 2/3 cup. So computer, what's 1/4 of 2/3 cup?
The answer to your question is 0.167.
0.167. What the fuck is that? That's not the answer to any question. Computer, what is 1/4 of 2/3 cup?
1/4 of 2/3 is 0.1667.
So we want 0.1 of a cup? How about this? Computer, how many tablespoons is 2/3 cup? Computer, how many tablespoons is 2/3 cup?
0.6667 cups is 10.67 tablespoons.
Okay, and then computer, what is 1/4 of 10.67 tablespoons?
The answer to your question is 2.667.
Okay, so we're going to use 2.6 tablespoons of brown sugar. Sometimes the math that you're doing in the kitchen is the most difficult part. But we're going to get there. That's a lot of brown sugar. But that just means this is going to be tasty. Uh-oh, we lost a little apple there. You can't go all aggro when you're trying to stir this stuff because the shallowness of your pan is going to preclude you from being able to stir it too vigorously, if you will. Okay, we also want to add in there now, we've got butter, apples, brown sugar. We need our cinnamon and 2 teaspoons. So we're only going to use 1/2 of a teaspoon then of cinnamon. So unfortunately, there's no such thing as one of these things where it's 1/2 a teaspoon. So we have to kind of just sort of guess what 1/2 would be. I think something like that is pretty good. And then we need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, but again, we're doing 1/4 of that. So we're going to take the 1/4 of a teaspoon. Oh, that's more cinnamon. We need salt. I don't know who puts salt on their apple pie, but whatever. And then we also need lemon juice. It says the juice of 1 lemon. All I've got is this. So I'm just going to fill up the cap here and just put it in that way. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing there. But we got work to do. Okay, and cook gently until most of the liquid reduces and the apples have softened. Okay, so you can see we got a little bit of a ways to go there. Munch Hotel says, Henry, other cooking shows seem to set their ingredient portions ahead of time. I'm glad you do it your own way. Yeah, that would probably save time and a little bit of anguish, not only for me, but also for the viewing public. But I think it would also cut out a little bit of the reality show element that we're trying to capture here at Henry's Kitchen. You know, stuff goes wrong. And when you were watching TV shows like Three's Company or whatever, that was edited. You didn't see all of the stuff that was going on in between that didn't make it to the show unless you watched the Dick Clark bloopers and practical jokes with Ed McMahon outtakes. Henry Philippopoulos says, I think I accidentally bought a potato instead of an apple. Is this going to be a problem? No, that's going to be just fine. Potatoes and apples are almost the same thing. As a matter of fact, our resident Frenchman, Boursinvin, will tell you that in French, the word for potato is apple of the earth. Pomme de terre. So it's an apple falls from the sky, and then the apple that comes out of the ground is going to be called a potato, but they're basically the exact same thing. Thank you, Boursinvin, for the confirmation. Boursinvin says, you mean to tell me Rachel did not really die in House of the Lake Season 2? No, probably not. By the way, it's taking a long time to get this liquid. I'm going to let that sit for a second, and then I'm going to see what just look ahead a little bit. In a small bowl, which I have, oh boy, it's a weird bowl. It's a little on the greenish side, a little transparent. You can see the city of Chi-Town poking through this bowl. Let's, what are we doing? Oh yeah. In a small bowl, we're going to mix the corn flour. Corn flour, I think this might be a British recipe because I don't think we call it corn flour here in the U.S. We call it corn starch or fecula de maize. Fecula de maize. And of fecula de maize, we want 3 teaspoons. So, of course, couldn't have been easy. They couldn't have been 4 teaspoons. We have to do some kind of weird math now. Computer, what's 1/4 of 3 teaspoons?
The answer is 0.75.
Okay, so that's 3/4 of a teaspoon. So I've got a 1/2 teaspoon here. I can't seem to get any of this out of here. So this is the 1/2 teaspoon. We want to put it in here. And then we want 1/2 of that. Whatever. Something along those lines. This stuff's messy. And then next, we want... Let's see here. This is smelling fucking delicious. Small bowl and water. How much water? 1 tablespoon of water. So that means 1/4 of a tablespoon of water. And we're gonna make it slurry. So let's take our whisker, whisk it up, and we're going to add this to our cooked apples, and we're going to stir it as we go, and we're going to allow it to cook for 2 minutes to thicken the filling before we remove it from the heat. Oh, there goes our preheated oven now. This is our slurry. Slurry with the fringe on top for our musical theater fans. Set the... Okay, add this to the cooked apples, stirring as you go. Is this ready? I don't know. There's still some liquid there. This is the magic juice that McDonald's doesn't want you to know about. We might be getting sued by McDonald's. This could be the end of Henry's Kitchen. It's not true, but it's fun to have those kinds of stakes when you're making a show. What's next? Allow to cook for 2 minutes to thicken the filling before removing it from the heat. And we want to cool it down. Once cooled, we want to put it in the fridge for 5 days. Well, that's ridiculous. We don't have 5 days to mess around. So, computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Oh, shit. Computer, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, starting now.
Let's stir this. Kashikura 510 says, Henry, how did you get this recipe from the McDonald's? I'll be honest with you, I found it on a copycat website. It's somebody must have hacked into the McDonald's mainframe computer and then published it as sort of a Robin Hood style gesture. As a matter of fact, it might have been the group Anonymous who sometimes...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
What? Okay. Munch Hotel says they're going to send Fry Guys to your house. Yeah, the Fry Guy soldiers. Okay, computer, how much time left?
You have less than 10 seconds left on your 1 minute timer.
Okay. Well, let me know when it's done. Computer, stop. Okay. Now we're going to remove this from the heat. Computer, stop. It says remove this up to the day and let it, remove this, let it stay in the fridge for 5 days. I'm not going to do that. It says we need to let it cool completely, so that's going to take some time. Let's look ahead and see what we've got. It can also be frozen. Once the filling is cool, we're going to roll out our puff pastry on a floured surface. It didn't say we needed flour today. To roughly 1/8 of an inch thick, so we got to get our fucking what do you call it? The tape measure. Okay. I'm just going to spread this fecula de maize around and hope that that satisfies the requirement for the flour. Now let's try to figure out how this works. This is going to be our pie. This might be one of the harder ones that we've tried to do here. Let me see if there's any alerts here. I don't want to let those go. Roger. Okay, let's see what we've got. Roger Ballin resubscribed for 2 months. Thanks, Roger Ballin. Bruce I has resubscribed for 24 months. Thank you very much, you guys. Midnight Faded says, Henry, can you hire me as your assistant? This computer has to go. Yeah, I mean, the computer is really shirking its duties. A little term that I remember from my little bit of time in corporate America. Okay, so not quite sure how we're going to do this. I think we're going to make a little happy face. If we look at what we're trying to do here, it looks like they have a bottom and a top. So and then there's another pastry on the inside here. I'm just taking the outside one. Okay, let's put this in the fridge because maybe we can make another thing. And group mastication session says, Henry, do you harass the computer off stream? Yeah, it's always a constant battle. Tugs Nug. Henry knows how to make us smile even when things go wrong. Well, that's very nice. That's a positive way to look at it, and I try. Because you don't want to get too stressed out. Otherwise, your blood pressure will go through the roof, and if you're an older man like myself, it can lead to long-term health problems or even death. Let's see where we're at. Kebab Man 13 says, Henry, dude, you're playing Outer Wilds. Holy shit. Yeah, we're going to play that today, and I can't wait because I was just messing around with it a little bit on my own, and I saw that you can go to other parts of Timber Hearth, which is the planet that I'm from, and there's all this interesting shit that happens. So we're going to do that in a little bit. Mochi's Nirvana says, as an older person, we have to think about things like our diet and our fiber. Absolutely, and I want to take this time to mention Mochi's Nirvana, along with other users, are putting together an epic October 27th itinerary for our October 27th Halloween stream. We're going to have cool artwork by Ageless. We're going to play Dead by Daylight. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff going on. And I haven't reached out to Nim and Yabe yet, but I want to reach out to them and see if they'll join us like they did last year, because that was a highlight. That was a lot of fun. Dead by Daylight. Halloween is coming, and it's going to be the best. So thanks, Mochi's Nirvana, for that. And other announcements, St. Louis. If you want to get your tickets to St. Louis, that's going to happen February 15th. You can go to henryphillips.com and check the tour section. And also, as you probably know, I've had to sadly move my date in Connecticut, which was supposed to be October 11th, but we postponed it to February 27th. I'm sorry, to 22nd, to give more people a chance to buy tickets, because the place seats about 450, and we had a total of about 12 people, and that's just not enough to have a comedy show that's worth it for people to do. So we're hoping that we get to even double that number over the next 3 months, or maybe I'll become famous. I do have a video going viral that was retweeted by Slash. So that's on my Instagram. You can check it out. Digitized says, I hope she didn't mind moving your date. No, nobody minded moving the date. It was a mutual decision. St. Louis, Hawaii, Munch Hotel asks. No, St. Louis, Missouri. I didn't even know there was a St. Louis in Hawaii or Massachusetts. Container 520, Cloud9 cup. Are you on the org, Henry? Let's see. Where's my cup? Oh, yeah, Cloud9. When you live in Southern California, one of the perks is that these types of things are floating around. If you go to the Goodwill or whatever, you can pick up all kinds of swag. Like this salt shaker, which you can't see, but if you look inside of it, you can sort of see a canal in Chicago. All right. Where are we? Okay. This is cooling down, but not quite. While we're cooling down our apples, maybe this would be a good time to do our thank you song. Greetings from space says, is it too late to order fries with my apple pie? It's never too late, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Not Google says the apples weren't in the fridge the entire time. No, you're right. I had to wait for them to cool down enough to put them in the fridge. Let's put the reverb on. Check one. Check. Help. Okay, I think we're good. Why don't we try something different? We're gonna try our thank you song. This is a song that goes out as a thank you to all of the users and just the folks that help out here in Henry's Kitchen, and also the famous streamers that we've worked with, and also the mods, the folks that run the Discord, and just everybody. But we're gonna do it to the tune of Mack the Knife and see if that helps us here. Check. You can hear me? Okay. Oh yeah, but we gotta find a key that's appropriate here. Maybe I'll try it here. Okay, that one's gonna work. C6. Fuck and dingo bop. Dom beef hot bear 1110. Do dingle. Da goggle. Dr. Flanges and Bacchus. Shane yes Beelzebub. Mochi's Nirvana. It's Kate X. Oh, and Kairosa. Bumble Vision, and the LGX, Chef Reactions, and Bill Arkin Music, Husky Boyo, Nim Moon Moon Emerald, Orca Mine, S-Fan and Bonnie 2, Dazzle Cat, Blurry Little Quest, and Boris and Vin. Don't forget Quanto, Yarchasm, Nico Tezo, Michael Bublé, 4422, Key Change, Passion Error, Oh Minho Shin, 64, Man Night Faded, GSPX Fan, and Acid Taz, Zodbane, Toke My Nuts, Saguaro, Ooh, Burrito, 5555, Dinosaur, JV's Tech. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the key. Oh, Sickly Boy, Beelzebub, Hen Lips 1, Game Master, Flash the Cat Food, Taste Tester. Oh, the Chironex, Mochi's Nirvana, Red Hot Hibachi, Ransom GR, Purple Donut filling his fruit. Oh, Tankerden and Borsenvin, Zodiac Tone, Gary Busey, ASMR, Shandis Novalarian, Mr. Gooseberry VT, and did I mention Piss Baby Nella, and don't forget Quanto. Okay. Stabby7, what outrageous conspiracy theory do you think might actually seem like a logical argument? Okay, I think I can handle that. Well, there's a certain time of the year that I always seem to get a flat tire. And I always go to the same person to fix it. And that person always says, well, in the summertime, the asphalt gets very hot and you're more likely to have a flat tire. Yeah, but somehow it always works out that this person that I'm taking my tire to get fixed, I have to pay. So there's a big financial incentive for my tire person to put nails in front of my car, maybe while I'm sleeping, and collect money from me over and over again. So I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory. Johnny Tires and Lube? No. But maybe they're doing it too. And it could be there's a conspiracy among all the people that sell tires and that do maintenance on tires to sabotage people's tires, because it seems easy to do and it makes a lot of sense from a financial perspective. Is it illegal? That I'm not sure. Okay. Now, computer, how much time left on the timer?
There are no timers set.
Fuck. I always forget to set a timer. So, let's see how many... Okay, computer, set timer for 28 minutes.
28 minutes, starting now.
Jose frickin' Perez, there was a wrecker company here in Austin that was throwing rocks at cars from an overpass. Yeah. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I think car manufacturers, a lot of times, like the CEO of Hyundai, for example, has every incentive to throw rocks from the freeway at Hyundais because they're going to damage their car and then they're going to have to buy another Hyundai, and that's more money in this guy's pocket. Okay. Let's take out our apples. We're going to roll out our pie crust. It says, roll it onto a floured surface, 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm not going to be messing around with that. Cut into 4 by 5/6 inches rectangles and transfer to your prepared baking sheets. Oh yeah, so I've got a baking sheet here with some parchment paper. This is getting very, very complicated, and I don't want to fuck it up. And I have a fly going in my brown sugar because I left the thing open. Okay. This is a mess. Let's start. We've all seen what an apple pie from McDonald's looks like, so we don't have to be measuring all kinds of stuff. I'm going to take some of this apple here. I'm going to take the biggest piece we have. I think we're going to end up making 2 of these. Brush the edges with a touch of egg wash or milk, fold over. Well, we've got our egg here. And let's whisk it. Where's our whisker? Oh yeah, here it is. This is going to become our egg wash. And it's going to serve as sort of an adhesive. So I think we're just going to use our hands. Or no, we could just dip this whole thing in there. And then we'll put it on top. Like so. Yeah, see how that's kind of sticking there? That's what you want. And press and seal with the tines of a fork. I don't have a fork, but we've got this. That's fine. Press with the tines of a fork. What's a tine? Okay. And then we'll put this on here. And we'll make another one. This one's going to be a little trickier. Let's use the rest of our apple. This thing's really heavy. Okay. Sorry everybody, I know you have questions. I want to get to them, but this is, requires quite a bit of concentration here. I'm going to dip this in our egg wash. Put it over, and then we've got another seal that we can do on this side. And the last thing I want to look at, I'm going to rinse my hands here. Computer, how much time left?
You have 23 minutes left on your 28-minute timer.
Let's take a look at our example. Yeah, I guess that's what it's going to be at the end. Anonymous just donated $1. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Very kind of you. And let's see here. There's usually a message. It says, Henry, the oven. Uh-oh, what's going on with the oven? I think we're okay. Maybe I'll put the rest of our egg wash up. Game Master Flash just gifted 5 Tier 1 subs. Amazing. Thank you, Game Master Flash. And then it says here that Twitch just gifted a Tier 1 sub to Charsig. This is awesome. Okay, what the fuck did I just do there? That sucks. Okay, we can salvage that. I was looking at the board. Let's go ahead, put another parchment paper down. I was thinking I'd put the rest of the egg wash down there, but it's way too much egg wash, so we're just gonna go like this. And then I'm gonna have to waste that egg, unfortunately, but This is happening. This is going well. Okay, let me rinse again. And let me guess, I guess the next step is we're going to put this in the oven. Cut 3 slots in the top of each pastry for venting. Brush with the egg wash. Sprinkle generously with cinnamon. Okay, well, we haven't done that yet, so let me take this trash, put it elsewhere. Let's find our cinnamon. And then we want to cut 3 slits into the top. I guess that's just sort of a design thing that they do. And then it wants us to bake until panties are puffed and golden, 30 minutes. Enjoy warm cream, store leftovers in refrigerator for 2 days, rewarm oven to recrisp before eating. A sharp, crisp desert apple will be best for the desert. What are they talking about? Game Master Flash, pennies or panties. I have many of one and only 2 of the other. Okay, but no, Midnight Faded. Sometimes I can't see very well. I don't have my glasses. But I don't want to ruin the integrity of the show by changing my image to a bespectacled cooking explainer. Okay, we're going to put this in the oven for 25 to 30, so we got to do the math. Computer, what's the average of 25 and 30?
The average of 25 and 30 is 27.5.
So we're going to put, computer, set timer for 27.5 minutes. Computer, how much time is left on the timer?
You have 19 minutes left on your 28-minute timer.
Okay. Let's play some Outer Wilds while that's in the oven. Get that coffee brewing. You're going to want that for this. This is already smelling quite good. All kinds of steam shit showing up, but I'm trying to start Outer Wilds. How are we going to do this here? I got to put on the desktop audio, and you should be hearing some stuff here. Put the green screen on. And I got to get my game controller from somewhere here. Okay. Oh, we've still got reverb here. We need to fix that. Check. Wake up. Oh, I got to turn this thing on. And I know you guys have questions. We're going to get to them in just a second here. Okay, we're in Outer Wilds now. I have to change the graphics setting here. Options, graphics, so that I can see it. Okay, because I need to be able to see your comments and shit. Let's see here. Okay. We're back. Okay, first thing I want to ask is, do you hear me? Do you see me? Do you see a game? Do you see me in the corner? And are we doing well in terms of all that? Tugs Nug says it's so when you swallow them, you'll always have wealth no matter where you go. My grandma did the same thing. It went by too fast. Munch Hotel, Henry, I'm having trouble getting the game to run on my system. It's an Advent with a slot 1 pen 3600 megahertz graphics card, ATI Rage 128 Expert sound card. Is an Oriole and 720 MB RAM PC 100. Also crashes a lot, blue screen, etc., and also fails to shut down properly. That might be a question for Quanto. Tugs Nug says, do we see Henry in the corner losing his religion? Nice reference. Okay, here's what I found out when I was messing around with the game off stream. You can actually go to other places on our own planet and see some cool stuff. So let's start experimenting with that. Oh, the sun's coming out. So we're blasting off. Let's make sure we know where the sun is. Okay, so this is our planet. Uh-oh. And look at that. You can explore our own planet, and there's other stuff here. Geysers. Like, it never really occurred to me that we should be doing stuff on our own planet. And there was talk of a crater or something somewhere. This might be the crater. So maybe we'll land here. Uh-oh, we're going into orbit. I didn't mean to turn my headlights off. I think we're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna have to get in one of these craters. Whoa, what was that thing? Okay, wow, this isn't gonna be easy, is it? Aligning flight trajectory. There's a lot of cool stuff on here, and we're going to check it out right now. Alright, let's land here. Come on. Uh-oh, we're going fast. Okay, here we are. Let's get out of here. I think we're putting on the suit. Although I'm not sure if we have to on our own planet. What's this? There's a house. Closed due to fire damage. The old radio tower, while an important landmark, is unfortunately closed thanks to the unsanctioned flight testing of an extremely powerful model rocket. While we hope to repair the radio tower in the future, all construction efforts are currently focused on the planned museum expansion at the observatory. Sincerest apologies, Slate and Micah Hornfels. I remember that name, but it was ages ago. Okay, so we're going to have to... Let's go into this little area here. We got somebody making a fire. I don't want to doze off. That sounds boring. Unidentified signal. We're gonna go up in our jetpack here. I want to okay, here's a crater. Let's see what's going on here. Whoa. Oh wait, this is just our area, right? Okay, come on. There was an area with a bunch of interesting stuff. What's this? Okay, now we're descending into some kind of a crater situation. Oh, there's a guy here. What's this guy got? Tektite. Hey yo, hatchling, thought you were taking that tin can of yours into space today. What are you still doing here? Me, I saw something crash over the horizon and I didn't like what I was seeing in the pictures of my little scout was sending back, so I thought I'd come over here myself and take a look. So what crashed? I don't know what it is. It looks like some kind of plant seed, but it's not anything I've seen on Timber Hearth. Trust me, I was quite the explorer back in the day. Do you think it's extraterrestrial? Well, it looks like something that might have come off of dark bramble. Whatever it is, it put down roots in a hurry. I don't like the look of this thing, hatchling, and that's a fact. Think I'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later, and no one can remove an unwanted plant faster than a tree keeper can. I'll have to get a look at what's inside the seed first. Don't want to set anybody to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant without a better idea of what's lurking inside there. Jesus, this guy talks a lot. There's a good way to lose an arm or two. Okay, whatever. What is all this stuff? Yeah, it looks like this is some kind of creature that came from... Is Dark Bramble the one where we got eaten by a serpent or whatever? Shoot your probe into the flower. Okay. Into this thing? Into there? I can't see anything in there. Keep going. What's that? Oh, wow. That's as far as it goes. Flower colonoscopy. Okay. Let's see what other stuff is around here. get back out of here. Oh. Sorry, I'm just trying to get out of the crater. Not easy. Okay. There's some geysers here. Let's see what's going on here. We got to get into this. Climbing a mountain, basically. Whoa. I'm gonna fall into this thing. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. See, this is what I'm talking about. There's cool stuff here. I might be dying. Oh, oxygen tank refilled. Oh, I'm in the geyser. Okay. Let's go to this one. Ow. There's that thing again. That's the geyser. Whoa, where am I now? I'm like underwater. You need to stay on the edge so you don't get blown out. Okay. I think I found something here. Where do I go now? Go into this thing? Oh, here we go. We've got some Nome language to read here. After closer observation, mining site 2A wouldn't be safe for the native life dwelling in some of this cave's pools, so we'll have to mine one of the other sites. Okay. So this isn't the place to be. I think I'm gonna get in one of these. So I can get out. Whoa, I'm in orbit now, I think. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, okay, that was not good. Oh, but it looks like I got into a cool place. Ah, shit. I definitely suck at this game, but it's fun. Computer, how much time left?
You have 2 minutes left on your 28-minute timer.
Okay. So we're going to take a little break for an ad. Let's get out of here. Computer, how much time left on the apple pie timer.
You don't have an apple pie timer.
I thought we did one for 27.5 minutes, didn't we? Okay. I'm just gonna fly this thing to a nearby crater. Is this where we just were? That could have been better. I think we'll skip the ad. I think that means that it might show randomly, but you're not missing anything. Got some crystals. Ow. Oh, that's that same guy? Oh yeah, our jetpack doesn't work either, so let's just go ahead and die. Oh, I don't have my suit. I didn't do the suit. So I can't do shit. Okay, let's get back in the... Oh yeah. Computer, stop. Okay, everybody, it's time for us. Computer, stop. It's time for us to see what we have here. Let me just see how much time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show an ad for the unsubs, and then we're going to... oh, it looks like it's showing anyway. I don't have the option to show a 3-minute ad. So we won't do that. I think I'm just going to take this food out and we're going to eat it. That's the only thing I can think of to do right now. Okay. Whoo, that is hot. Even with the pot holder, it's very hot. So, maybe we'll give that a second and I'll check in with the alerts here. The real Ryan Reynolds, and I think that is the real Ryan Reynolds, just resubscribed for 6 months and says howdy. Thank you to real Ryan Reynolds. We like your work, most of it, some of it. Rockwell with Rockwell rated our channel with 1 viewer. Thank you very much, Rockwell with Rockwell. And I think that brings us up to date. I think just sort of wrapping up here, 242 viewers. Thanks for watching, everybody. We've got 585 subscribers. That's amazing. And now we're going to go ahead and see what exactly it is that we have to work with here in terms of our... There's a weird black thing happening here. Like the apple pie, I don't know if it's burned or what, but whew. I'll show you. Where's my... Oh, okay. I'll show you what I mean. Look. We didn't really leave it in very long. Or not, certainly not too long, but we still managed to burn some of it. So let's quickly get it off the parchment paper. Okay, well, I'm glad it didn't stick. That's kind of nice. Now let's take this off. We really made a mess today. Let's get a little focus. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. And I don't think it should taste bad. Let's take a look at the example pick. I don't know why they made us put the slits on the top. That's really the only thing that makes it look different. I'm going to pour a little bit of coffee here. Last bit of coffee that I have left, and here we go. Apple pie and a coffee. Might be still too hot to eat, so maybe I'll go ahead and tell you a little joke. Guy moves to America, to New York, immigrant, of whatever origin, it doesn't matter, but wants to learn how to order food, so he asks his friend, who also doesn't speak who speaks a little bit of English, and he teaches him how to say apple pie and coffee. So now the guy goes into a diner, and the person behind the counter is like, what would you like? And the guy very proudly says, apple pie and coffee. And the next day he goes in, they're like, what did you want? And he's like, apple pie and coffee. He goes in there for 20 years, every single day, and orders apple pie and coffee, because it's the only thing he knows how to order. But finally, after 20 years of doing this every day, he gets sick of always having apple pie and coffee. So he goes to his friend and says, hey, can you teach me something else that I can ask for? And then the guy says, ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. So he's like, okay, ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. So this day he goes into the diner, and he asks the person behind the counter. They say, hey, what do you want? And he says, ham and Swiss cheese sandwich. And the person behind the counter says, would you like that on white, wheat, rye, or sourdough? And the guy goes, apple pie and coffee. Very cute joke there. Stabby7 says he must have had a lot of discretionary income to go there every day. Well, he was on his work break. That's a fun, wholesome joke that you can tell to just about anybody. And I'm going to gift it to you, the users, because you've gifted so much to me. Let's grab a fork here and dip in to our apple pie and a coffee situation. It's weird how kind of burnt it is, but okay. It looks like something from Outer Wilds, actually. Here we go, the moment of truth. A little bit heavy on the crust and low on the apple, but also a little burned. I don't know why it's burned. We didn't even leave it in there the whole time, I don't think. But you know what? Just the crust all by itself is pretty good. Borsomvin says burnt crust is what you want. Okay. Well, in that case, I think it's a success. Yeah. I think this is going to work as a nice afternoon dessert snack. CC Superboy, yeah, the filling is fine. It doesn't taste anything like the McDonald's one, but it's really not bad. Once again, theirs doesn't have a burn situation going, but I think they're very highly regulated at McDonald's. But I mean, ours is basically the same thing. All right. Let's do one more round of Outer Wilds. Yeah, I just got a lot of filling on that one, and it was pretty good. I think it was a good meal. Let's get back into our situation. I want to go back to one of these craters. Oh yeah, that's right. We were in this. I forgot to put the suit on, so I'm going to die. But we have to wait for me to die. Guys, do you know how we can just kill ourselves? I'm talking about in the context of the game. Oh, here's this guy. Tough can help me haul the old scout launcher. Well, that's what we did. Whoops. We don't have a scout launcher because we don't have a suit. I didn't put on a suit. So what do I do? The Chunk says, I'd recommend talking to the guy on Giant's Deep. He might have some tips for that. I've got to finish this vodka before I go to bed. Sounds like you might have already finished it. Okay, I think maybe here. Oh yeah, that's what we did. Thanks, CC Superboy. We just quit. Now we're gonna resume. Yeah, I really got stuck there. Well, loading is 0%, but that's okay because I have some apple pie to do while it's waiting. All right, we did it. We're back. Get out of here. But not too far out of here. We're going to stay on the planet. Let's go around the whole planet and find out what's going on. What is that? Oh, I hit trees? Real easy to get lost. Let's orbit the whole thing here. Look at that. What's all this stuff? Oh, gonna crash, gonna crash. Oh. Okay, let's get out. Put on the suit. The suit is also a jetpack, so you always want to have that on it. Is this the place where we were? This charting stars radio tower. Yeah, I've turned to Gabbro, our resident expert. Okay, this is a bunch of stuff that we don't really need right now. Oh, they've got water here. Oh, cool. What I'm trying to find... Okay, this is our area with the observatory and all that, I believe. What's this? Something weird sticking out here. Oh, that's the guy we talked to before. I want to go to another crater. Oh yeah, let's go to these craters over here. The ones that don't have the floods in them. What? That thing just blasted me into orbit. Let's try this one here. Oh, I couldn't. Come on. Sorry, everybody. I know this has got to be tedious. Oh. All right. I need help. Ouch. Okay. I think there's a way to get into one of these things. We kind of did it earlier. Okay, here we go. No. We got to get in here before that Oh, we just filled our oxygen tank. This is pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how to do this. There's a lot of things with this game. Very frustrating. Like I just want to go into an area where there's stuff that I can interact with. Okay, here, we were here earlier, and I think we read this. 2A, so we gotta go to another site. So we were here and then we just, okay, let's see. I guess I'm gonna just hop on one of these things and get out of here. There's some more text. This is the one that said after closer inspection. There are a few other sites that look promising. What about site 2B? Okay. I'd like to go to 2B. How do we do that? Do I have to get out from this? Oh, upside down. Alright guys, we're dead. Alright, you know what? I'm very sorry. When I was doing it on my own, I found this other place that had all this cool stuff and I can't find it. I've humiliated myself once again by trying to game. But I'm going to put it away for now. Going to have another bite of our kind of awesome apple pie here. Oh, and the North Pole and the South Pole, okay. I'll try to do that. Mountain Badger 64, yeah, I messed that one up a bunch in the beginning. Alright everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here on Henry's Kitchen. I'm going to turn off the game. Hold on. And quit. A sincere thanks. This was a huge success. I'm a great cooking explainer. We had a lot of fun with the songs, and the game part kind of sucked. It's Kate X. Yeah, I'd love to raid someone. Do you have someone? I'm open to suggestions. Husky Boyo is on right now, I believe. So feel free to go to Husky Boyo's, but sometimes it's fun. We found someone making pumpkin ravioli. Okay, let's do that. Thanks, Nella. Thanks so much. Okay. How do I have to do it on my end, or can you do it? Let me know how this is going to work. Beelzebub can do it. Yeah, let's do it. Beelzebub is going to do a raid for us on somebody making pumpkin ravioli. I've never heard of that, but it sounds fantastic. If you want, you can also join our friend Husky Boyo. He's over there probably drawing some killer stuff. But we're going to do the ravioli. Thank you, it's Kate X. Thanks for everything. Thanks, Midnight Faded. Thanks, Borsenben. Had a great time. How do we do this now? Did we already do the raid? Thanks, CC Superboy. Oh, I think we did it. Okay, thanks everybody. It looks like it's RAERAWRR gave us a shout out. So we're going to check that out. Thanks everybody. And I'll see you next time.